Hi there, good morning. Paul Wagner, 5th Region President, AUSA. Beautiful June morning here up in St. Paul, Minnesota, deep in the heartland. And a couple footnotes here. Thanks for checking in with us. First off, the 5th Region spring training down in Rock Island. Want to thank Jeff as well as Patrick on hosting us. They did a great job with their team. Lively conversation, good quality contribution via AUSA, and shout out to Roger Thompson, General Thompson, thank you very much. That kind of dialogue brings those two entities together. National is changing fast for all you folks, members that are watching this. And to their credit, they're creating some excellent tools that we need to be taking full advantage of. But one unique thing that we did was we went over a strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat assessment, both at national as well as the chapters. And starting to understand that both are critical. What they do for policies, procedures, TRICARE, etc., walking Capitol Hill, absolutely critical for what they do. But they're a professional education nonprofit. We raise money and take care of the families of the deployed. Very, very different needs as to how we can both be effective. I want to point you towards the 5th Region website. All of this and your leadership is on the front page. Point and click, you can communicate with each other. But if you look at here on the spring training 2014, all of the notes, all the procedures, all of our accomplishments, etc., are downloaded here. So I'd urge you to peg through those and cherry pick what you could use for your own entities. Let's see, also the 10 miler is open. You guys must realize that, or hope you're catching on to some of that. And also registration for hotels. We've got the new hotel opening up side by side. And so that's kind of fresh and different. Some of the meetings are going to be changed, so please pay attention to those. Also on the sequestration, one of our biggest issues as far as initiatives go, AUSA national site, punch it in, front page, hot topics of the day, a lot going on around the world. If you haven't noticed, I see that Iraq has had a couple of cities that have fallen. That's fresh news. Also, the national meeting that's coming up, the Army magazine, new editor, 4th edition. These guys are changing fast here. Pay close attention how national and the media outreach is changing real quick. Here we have the newspaper, and you guys all page the back page here, don't you? And go over our shout outs to Vesey, 174 months. I think that's 14 and a half years. Wow. Kansas City, 169. Rock Island, 134. St. Louis, the Gateway, 82 months. And a special shout out to Gateway, St. Louis. They picked up 13 more corporate members. So good for you guys. Let's see. The end of the year notes, Mike does a real good job paging through and sending this out. So you got this in an email fashion. The one I want to point you towards particularly is the annual plans. These are due the end of the month here, June 30th. Now, why I point those, it's your game plan, it's your battle plan for next year, so very, very important. And as I look at my lessons learned as far as my 4 years go, I should have paid closer attention to those and made them more audible events for the chapters. So I want you to put some particular energy towards those and make them really sing this year and get them in on time for Mike Levine out at National. So those are due June 30th. Let's see, on the Army birthday, there's some certain big parties going on around the region. I'm sorry I cannot be at all of them. I got to kind of cherry pick, and this year McCoy has I'll be headed to the east, enjoying Ray Boland's hosting over there. Good for him, as he's got a heck of a party scheduled for the Army birthday just coming up here this weekend. Mentoring membership challenge. There's a video, a YouTube, that I've attached to the bottom of this in hard copy, and I urge you guys to point and click on this. Here is the challenge. Now, our membership has been sliding for a good I'd say 3 years right now. We've got 5,500, 6,000 of you guys that have signed up with AUSA, and thank you, each and one of you. But I've got a challenge for you guys as well. Seek out and find a younger generation that cares about freedom. That doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be about a soldier, but cares about freedom and what can they do to help. There's tons of those guys. And I've done a short YouTube video of how I would approach it and how I would explain AUSA and the value of it. And I would encourage that each and every one of you create a historical membership drive to take one other guy, gal, and create a membership. And as you walk through these, if they don't have the funds to pick up and give to you, then I challenge you two to pay for their membership to get them engaged in AUSA, especially the next generation of the millenniums that are coming forward, those that are under 30 years old. Please size up that opportunity and take on the challenge. It could mean a big, big change for as national goes on a challenge like that. Lastly, the new president's training started a sequence of finding my successor. And I wanted to challenge you folks out there that are watching this to look back and try and cherry pick and or raise your hand as far as what's the best possible 5th Region president that we could have for the next 2/4 years. What are the characteristics of that? Understanding the social media side of things, having enough leadership to push back on the board of directors out at national, making sure that we're engaging the next generation. What I believe is that under 35 years old, maybe 40 years old, but really get the way that people are volunteering nowadays in comparison to they did in the past. So all these things I think are critical ingredients for a good 5th Region president. As then I'm out searching for those, I'm looking for you to raise your hand. You can contact me directly via my email address. It's certainly all over these YouTubes. And or give me your cell phone number. Let me pick up the phone and give you guys a buzz. Guys and gals. Would love to stir the pot up with another gal. We have 2 region presidents that are gals right now that are strong contributors. Lots going on at national in a very, very positive way. Pay attention. This group is hot right now. Lots of things happening around the world that we're engaging with. And as a final note, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate what you guys and gals are doing every day for AUSA. And thank you very much. That's all for now.